was I muted?
Like,
Was I pulling a Sargon again? Oh,
yeah,
damn,
you
that's
were muted
embarrassing.
for 30 seconds, but luckily chat's enabled. So when they start screaming muted, I can just be like, look, you're muted. And then it's fixed. Isn't
Well,
that great?
yes, it is. The wonders of modern technology. Yeah.
Side. Somebody mentioned because you reminded me of this by backtracking that a little bit. Somebody mentioned that you made like a coach made a shit stream where you shit talked me. I didn't watch it, but
You? No, I didn't shit
yeah,
stream you at all.
is what was it was about lolcows or something, and somebody said this is him saying he's not going to have you on again. And
No,
I was just,
it wasn't directed at you. Oh, no, no. No. If I had a problem with you, you'd know it because I tell you, and I tell you privately. I'd say, what's this about? I don't believe in like if you have a problem with somebody, you just tell them directly. Uh, and you tell them directly and you tell them privately because a lot of times you can be offended by something and it was totally inadvertent or I mean that's normally what happens. Somebody does something by accident because I'm of the opinion that very few people walk around this earth deliberately trying to provoke other people. If you're provoked or offended by something, I assume it's accidental. And if I had a problem with you, I'd tell you privately. And no, I don't have a beef with you at all. It was basically Godwinson because I'm tired of Godwinson. Like Teal Deer. I don't know if you know Godwinson. He's this Brit kid. He's like I don't know. He must be like in his early 20s. He's smart as a whip. He's really funny, but he sort of like is one of those kids who's like on the fence, off the fence. Here, there, here, there. He wants to play, but on the other hand, he like runs away. And he thinks he's being cute. He's just really being annoying. And it's just like, just shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? I invited the kid to show up here, and I haven't heard back from him. I'm never going to invite him again, because it's just Josh. You follow Godwinson, right?
oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel a little bit out of place here because it's just like I don't know any of the big brain people on YouTube. I stay to my weirdos, my weirdo shit talkers.
No, no, no. I mean, like Josh. No, I mean, like, yeah. And so I put up a shit stream that was aimed at Godwinson, but people misinterpreted it, and it wasn't aimed at you or Jim or anybody else. It was aimed at this
Well,
shithead, this Godwinson, who's really fucking clever and really very funny. But
is he named after a king of England? What the fuck is it with people naming themselves after historical figures? It's starting to weird me out.
well, Coach Red Pill was a great man. He discovered North America and Antarctica. Yeah,
Yeah, he settled. He was a it was a Portuguese sailor that settled in Chile.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
And
that's the
also, he
story.
was a little known fact. He was the first man on the moon. That Neil Armstrong shit, that's a lie. Coach Red Pill was on it first back in the 17th century, but they took that away from him because that's the way Western historians are, man. What the fuck? So yeah, I named myself after that great conquistador of the past. And yeah, no, look,
Well,
Godwinson, he's a smart kid, but
Wasn't he the same guy that minted a specific kind of coin at some point? I seem to recall reading that. Very powerful currency.
oh, Coach Coin, yeah. Yeah, he's that guy, Yeah, very very powerful. He's also in an artistic movement, very into arts, by the way. His artistic movement is called coach posting, and yeah, people should do it. Coach post. There aren't enough coach posters in the world, it seems to me. But anyway, seriously, but Godwinson, it just drives me a little bit crazy because he's like somebody who would be fun to have around. But he's like, in or out, and he just like is very elusive. And I was just doing a shit stream about him because like the shitstream channel that I do is just for fun, just to kick back and just relax and just say whatever the fuck I want to, and not really give a shit. But yeah, if I have a beef with somebody, they know about it, and Josh, just to put that to rest, you and I are totally cool, and like I said, if I had a
no,
problem, I'd
I
tell
was
you
just
privately.
curious because when I did watch like a couple minutes of it,
Hmm.
but what I got was it was just like a follow up to the conversation we had with Jim at the very end of that stream, where we fundamentally disagreed on what's worth laughing at. And I think that's what I got out of it.
What was his position and what was yours?
We both agreed that it's funnier seeing anybody flail around like a spastic, and you said that a person is mostly worth ridiculing if they have no goal in life, if they're aimless. That seemed to be the gist of the disagreement.
Well, my feeling is it's more fun to laugh at people who are powerful or self-important, or who have some measure of success and they think that they're full of themselves. Those are the people most worth laughing at. Um, when they make fool of themselves, when big names make fools of themselves, I just can't resist. I like stare at them. That's why we were talking about Sargon going again for a rematch with Christy and Kevin. You know, it was just so goddamn funny.
Getting thoroughly disenchanted with the notion of relationships. That's why a lot of guys are just dropping out and not bothering anymore.
No, I've not dated in 5 years. Like I've had casual encounters, but I've never dated. Really?
Yeah, okay.
You don't need
So-
to. Because I mean,
Well, yeah,
if you're
that's the
sexually
other thing.
successful, why bother having a permanent girlfriend when you can like pick and choose every night? You know.